How pristine is this beach? Flinders Island, South Australia. I think it's been a long time since anyone has actually been here. Now, you'll see Crusader 3 behind me there. We've been heading offshore catching some pretty big fish. But I just thought for a change of pace, I'd like to walk on the sand, cast a fly around and see what I can't find. The fly, it's a little Klaus's minnow. It's got weighted dumbbell eyes. It'll get down a bit, and when you see sand like this with a bit of broken ground, one word comes to mind. That word is flathead, and I'm going to go and see if I can find a few. Now, I can't fly fish too well, but I'll give it a go. Let's see what we can find. This is a nice spot, this. We've got weed, beach, gutter, everything going for it. I'm going to try and cast a fly over the weed there, then bring it back over the weed and onto the sand flat. Now, how's that going? Still falling short about a metre. And fly fishing in the backyard or down the park's easy. When you start getting a few things like wind, swell, waves, and a bit of tension, it makes it very difficult. We'll just keep giving it a crack. Right now it's around midday, and if you're doing this yourself, you'd either fish very early morning or very late afternoon. Unfortunately, it was a bit windy this morning. We just couldn't get in on the beach due to the ground swell. So if you do plan on giving this a go, make sure you go very early in the morning or very late in the afternoon, because as the sun drops in the sky, a lot of fish lose their inhibitions and they feel more comfortable coming close to land. So any land-based fishing you do, that generally works pretty well as a rule. Intermediate line here, when I cast in, actually let it sink down. The beach looks very shallow, but out there it's about 5 or 6 foot deep and the flathead live on the bottom. So I've let this sink. Now all it's a matter of doing is just a short, sharp retrieve. What that'll do is the fly line will actually pull along the sand, puff it up a little bit. Then the next thing the flatty will see is this tiny little lure go past. And hopefully because it's so small, we'll eat it without even thinking about it. The hardest thing here is just keeping your concentration. Keep casting. Could be a fish every 100 casts, but when you do get one, I have to say it is extremely rewarding because you really have worked hard for that fish. We're just slowly moving up the beach each time, trying to cover ground. So there's a calamari coming off the weed and attacking the fly. Now trying to hook a squid on a fly is almost impossible, but I'll give it a go. I've got weight, but just he's letting it go. He wants it, so this time I'm gonna let him actually eat it properly and see if he'll really suck it in. Then once he's got that, I'll give him a bit of a jerk and see if I can set that hook. He's all over it. I can't see the fly, but I can see him. I wonder if he's got it. You can see him with the spot is so clear, and when I feel tension, I've got weight. How good is that? I think I've got myself a calamari. Look at him there on the surface. On a fly. On a fly, come to Papa. That is wrong. I think this squid is a little bit confused. I've never seen a squid surf a wave before. Come this way. Whoa. Just gonna have to use this wave to try and land this squid. Hopefully that fly stays in. Where he is, stay there, stay there, stay there. Look at that for a squid, and how lucky am I? Come here, mate. Oh, look at, oh, now he hasn't inked yet, so my cameraman just tried to run sideways. Look at that. Beautiful southern calamari off the sand, and just look at how pretty he is. Look at those big green eyes, and somewhere in there is yeah, you're all right, mate, is my fly. Look at that. Well, calamari on a fly Normally you catch a squid and go, that's pretty cool, but that is very, very cool. And just the anatomy of a squid, he's got those two long candles, there his long tentacles, and see how he can actually bring them right up and he can make them look the same size as the others. They hang down, they're the ones that shoot out and get the prey, whoops. And they've actually got 10 of those tentacles, and on the male, one of them actually becomes the thing that deposits the stuff in the female to make more baby squid. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna release this squid because he has given me much pleasure. What a day. This is just gold. Okay, mate, you're the luckiest squid on the planet. The fly is out. I'm actually gonna release a calamari, which I haven't done for a long time, actually. Come on, dude. There we go. Swim. Swim, my squid, swim. Oh, look at that, he's actually inked on his way out and he's sitting on the bottom there, just getting a little bit happy, assessing the situation and blowing some more ink. What an incredible creature. Calamari on fly. The thing about calamari, they just adapt to everything and they are born to eat. They only live for like 365 days, so they eat, they reproduce, then they eat some more. But that one ate one fly too many. Oh, just had a bite. I just had a bite. Come on. Got him! How good is that? It's a beautiful flathead there in the wash. That is a nice fish too. I'm just going to use the wave to try and land him. And that is a beautiful flathead. Come a bit closer, I'll show you this fish, because this is sensational. My first, I believe, flathead on fly. It just goes to show, you don't really have to know what you're doing, you just got to give things a go. And that fish literally took my fly right in the shore break. And just a little bit of a tip for people who want to try this, don't go all the way down to the water. Have a few casts from 20 feet back first, because what'll happen is, the flathead could be right at the shore break, you don't want to spook him now. That fly is right down, he has swallowed it. So I'm just going to pull him back up. I'll try and get that fly out. And then I'll let this guy be on his way. How's that camouflage? Look at that, he's the same colour as the beach. Southern blue spot. What an awesome fish. Gotta love it when there's sand coming through your toes and fish slide up the beach like that. As soon as I come around to this weed and broken ground, I've got another hit. I have no idea what it is. I can see a bit of colour. It looks like a wrasse. How's the colours in it? That's my fly. I'm just going to slide him up on the beach here. Come to me, Papa. And again, normally if you caught a wrasse, you wouldn't be all that phased because you go, you know what, it's just a wrasse. But when you actually catch a wrasse on a fly, it's pretty cool. So do yourself a favour, give fly fishing a go. As you've seen from today, some great results, and I really don't know what I'm doing. But you know what, I'm out there giving it a crack, and that's what it's all about. A lot of broken ground here. Great place for fish to hide. Gives them cover, protection, and also gives them a food source. Because the little fish think like the big fish. I'll tell you what often blows me away, you come to places like this you've never been before, and you know you're never going to come back again. You just have to stop and think that this wave rolls onto this beach every day of your life. And you're busy doing your own thing, caught up in the stress of the world. I think sometimes you think about that, it'll change your perspective on life. Because these places are out there and you've really got to take the time to go and find them and enjoy them. We're just not alive long enough, are we? Seen something in the shallows here. It actually looked like a shark. I just saw a fin sticking out. Let's see if I can fire it up. It was big, whatever it was. It was splashing around the surface, doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, weed. I thought I was, oh, there he is, there he is. It's a big fish. It's a fish. It's like a groper. It's a blue groper. It's a blue groper. He's feeding. He's got his head down, his tail up. I've got to get this fly. Oh, wowee. I just gotta get the fly in front of him now. Take deep breaths, Paul. I'm scared. Okay. Just gotta get out to where he was. Groper love eating crabs. I've got a crab fly there. I might even put it on. Oh my goodness me. I'm gonna put something on with a bigger profile because I just don't think you'll see this. But what an incredible sight seeing a blue groper feeding. I reckon he's about 12 pound. I could see his tail. Just unbelievable. Time to change flies. This is exciting stuff. On the fly, it's on his head. It's fine. Is you there, Paul? Got him. Hey! Oh, sorry, but our camera, look at this, our camera battery's gone flat. So we're on an iPhone here, and it's all we've got. And I've just hooked a really nice flathead off the beach. So, IFISH is being filmed on an iPhone. Come with me, seriously, come. I apologise about the quality of the vision, but as I said, IFISH on an iPhone. There's my cameraman. Look, your battery's flat. Come on, look at this fish. Look at this flathead. Oh, look at that for a fish. That is insane. Come on, wash. Oh my goodness me. How is that for a sensational flathead on fly off the beach on an iPhone? I love it. Okay, 10 minutes of swimming this fish in the ocean. We have a camera battery again. I just hope that iPhone footage is going to be good enough. We certainly did the best we could with limited potential. Now, the fly is on the outside of his mouth. The fly is out. And I'm going to let this fish go, and let me just say, the humble flathead, that is one of the coolest fish you could ever hope to catch, and to do it on a fly rod, how unbelievable. Look at that camouflage, it's amazing. I'm just going to bring him down to the water's edge. Come with me. I'm just going to release him here in this beautiful gin clear water. And my flat-headed friend, now I've been swimming this fish the whole time because they're so important to the environment, these big flathead. Just imagine being a bait fish and having this guy come along, that camouflage. Off you go, mate. He's going to just sit on the bottom.